What if I told you this is going to become a fully working tiny Macintosh, and I'm even going to try to install sound into the Macintosh as well and have it working. Right now it's just a shell, but by the end of this video I'm hoping it's going to be something pretty special. So on that note, let's crack on. So this project is inspired by a tiny Mac build I found online. The link is down below, where you can recreate a classic Macintosh using a Pi Zero, but I'm not starting with a finished build. All I've got right now is this case. So in this video we're going from basically nothing to hopefully a working tiny Macintosh, and if all goes to plan I'm also going to try and add sound, which isn't something most of these builds include. Before we jump into the video, a quick shout out about our sponsor, PCBWay. If you're looking to bring your electronics project to life, PCBWay is your one-stop shop for high quality PCB manufacturing and assembly, with fast turnaround times and unbeatable prices as little as $5. They make it easy to get your designs made just the way you want, from custom materials to assembly services and even 3D printing and more. PCBWay has everything you need to turn your ideas into reality. Join myself and thousands of happy customers and start your project today. Be sure to check them out in the link below or at www.pcbway.com. So here's the plan and here's the parts list. Basically what I'm working with is a Raspberry Pi Zero 2. It's a bit more powerful than the standard Zero, so it should make the emulator run even better. A small LCD display that is a 2.8 inch, a micro SD card, the 3D printed Macintosh case, which is here, and also for my twist on this build, sound. And for that I'm using this Bluetooth amplifier here that I found, which is small and compact. The goal is to get this running mini vMac so it boots straight into a classic Mac. The challenge is fitting everything inside the case, especially with the sound added and the speakers. For the software I'm going to be using mini vMac. That's what's recommended in the guide. This turns a Raspberry Pi into a classic Macintosh emulator. The aim is to have it boot straight into that environment so it feels like a real tiny Macintosh. I've already set this up beforehand following a guide below, but if you'd like a separate video showing exactly how to do this step by step, then let me know in the comments down below. So now it's time to put everything together. This is where it's going to get tight. The cables, the screen, the Pi, and now a speaker setup, all fighting for space. It's basically electronic Tetris, and after a bit of rearranging, everything just about fits. So watch my montage and just see how we get on. we're just going to put the SD in the SD card adapter. It'd be good to get like make this into like a floppy disk, wouldn't it? And then that just shoves in, just like so, like a little disc. Does look cool though, doesn't it? Now, moment of truth. What I'm going to do is we're going to plug this up. I'm just going to plug in my dongle. You can see that is actually loaded, just so I can use a mouse. Does it work? Looks like it's still trying to load. Yes, it does work. Okay, so yes, I'm using this mini mouse now. Now you can see I've got the mouse here. I'm just going to try and run Lemmings and see if we get any sound whatsoever. So we've got the Diagnosis logo. Let's just turn the volume in case. Oh. So we've got no sound as of yet, but let me shut this down. Shut down. I mean, Lemmings was working on it. I mean, that's just cool in itself. Right, so Bluetooth is connected. And that is connected. So why we got no sound? Volume control 100%, and it's set for there. Let's just run it again. I think it's this one here. Execute. So again, it's starting up. I would have thought we would get sound. Maybe I've been too apprehensive. Do you think there just isn't enough power? Could it be that there isn't enough power to power the audio? I'm going to have to try putting around with this now. Let me just go have a play and see if we can get this working, because this is annoying me. The issue with this seems to be power. I guess I need to power the amplifier separate, which is a bit annoying, to be honest. I didn't want to do that. But I guess if that's the way it's got to be, it's got to be that way. But at least it'll still be in one unit. The only problem is it's going to be using two bloody power supplies now until I can work that out. So I'm just going to quickly see if we can swindle that up and see if we can get it working. Plan is I'm going to solder a DC socket on it. So I'm just going to take these wires off what we put on before. Unfortunately, we can't power it off the Pi. It would have been excellent if we could, but hey ho, things don't always go the way we plan. Here's the new power socket here, and I'm just gonna wire this up. Fact first, I need to put it through the case. So I'm not gonna wire that up yet, because we have to get it into the case. And I'm just gonna pull the Pi out, if I can. Put it down here. That was a bit harsh and drilled through everything. So now, if you can see, that is directly wired on now, directly to the board. So what we're going to do, we're just going to stick this back in again now. So remember, when you put this together, the connector goes at the bottom, and then we can just squeeze all these cables in Now what I'm thinking, we should have an external power source now.
6 hours later.
I'm hoping now that we are going to have sound in Lemmings. So let's just run it. Now I do believe that Lemmings will not output sound until we're in the actual game menu itself. Well, not the menu, but the actual game. So when we're on the actual level, that is when it outputs sound on the Macintosh. Did you hear that? That is actually working, and it's better than I thought. Now it is tinny as hell. I expected that from those little speakers. I think next upgrade in this is to try and get some better speakers in it, because I think this amp will actually work, but the speakers I bought are a bit too small and they sound very, very tinny. So I'm going to have a look online and see if indeed we can upgrade the speakers. But the main thing is, I've built a mini Mac that does have sound, and I've just knocked the power out. There you go. So let me just turn that down a bit. Hopefully you can hear that. If you're new here, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel so much. Also drop me a comment down below if you even also drop me a comment down below even if it's hello. And a big thank you to PCBWay for sponsoring these videos as always. So I'm happy now that this Mac is working. I'm quite impressed with it. It's quite a cool little thing. It's going to be on my desk at work, etc. Just so I can play Lemmings now and again without the boss knowing. That'd be so cool, especially if you connect it to Bluetooth hip. That's the point, Bluetooth earbuds. Yeah, there you go. And don't forget to check out my YouTube buddies down below, Captain Commodore and 8-Bit Retro Refix. And on that note, I shall see you next time on Retro for You. See you soon, guys. Bye.